Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's matchup between Darien Blue Wave and IMG Academy. This match will be starting shortly, but first it is senior day here for the Blue Wave, and for the game, the seniors will be recognized for their efforts this season.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Darien High School, home of the Blue Wave. It is senior day here for girls varsity lacrosse. Gives us as a town, a building, staff, faculty, parents, an opportunity to thank the kids for years of dedication to the sport, which we get to sit here and watch and appreciate their achievements. So here we go. Let's celebrate our senior Blue Wave lacrosse members, and please join me as we congratulate them as they come out onto the field. Number 11, Katie Savino with her parents Michael and Michelle, also her sister Piper joining in. Number 19, Brinley Bruman with her mom Kristen. Kat Reynolds with her parents, John and Dawn. Number 22, Annabelle Novak, along with her parents, John and Beth. welcome Elizabeth Ganella, number 40, along with parents Josh and Jennifer and little sis Lexi Ganella. Next up, number 1, Captain Hope Shudell, along with John and Caroline. Please welcome number 4, Captain Kelly Holmes, along with her parents Gil and Ann. Next up, number 10, Captain Sadie Stafford, along with her mom and dad, Jeremy and Suzanne. I'm sorry, Jeremiah and Suzanne. Number 85, Captain Maggie Bellissimo, along with parents Dean and Erin. Now we really want to thank the team managers, Grayson Walsh, Gabby Stamness, being escorted by Caroline Montero and Lisa Lindley. Thanks, girls. We appreciate you. As we celebrate our Blue Wave seniors, we would like to take a moment to congratulate the IMG seniors. Could the following girls please step forward? Number 3, Aubrey Robbins. Number 13, Ava Kitt. Number 16, Cecilia Bliss. Number 18, Gianna Feldman. Number 24, Mady Riley. And number 29, Talia Fatazi.
it's doing well, thank you.
All right. Just have Darren drain a few field goals.
Yeah, right?
Happy May, everyone, and welcome to the DAF Media Network for today's coverage of high school girls lacrosse. We are here live from the DHS Stadium Field as today's matchup between the IMG Academy Ascenders and the Darien Blue Wave gets set to begin. IMG coming 1,200 miles from Bradenton, Florida to take on the Blue Wave in what should hopefully be a great matchup today. Darien comes into this game off a big 13-2 win over Manhasset, while the Ascenders come off a disappointing loss of 17-4 against the New Canaan Rams, who Darien faced 2 games ago, with that game ending in an unusual tie. It is senior day here at the DHS Stadium Field, and starting lineups will be coming shortly.
That's it.
welcome the IMG Academy from Bradenton, Florida. Come on, give them a welcome. They're led by head coach Shannon O'Neill. Starting lineup. Number 3, Aubrey Robbins from Florida. Number 4 from California, Taylor Santos. Number 5 from Georgia, Avery Adkin. Number 8 from New Jersey, Aubrey Moran. Number 13, Ava Kitt from Oregon. Number 16, Cecilia Bliss from Maine. From Pennsylvania, number 18, Gianna Feldman. Number 20, from Georgia, Eleanor Racky, in goal. From Utah, number 22, Charlotte Vandenberg. From Missouri, number 24, Métis Riley. From Florida, number 25, Luca Mastrandrea. And from New Jersey, number 29, Talia Pacazzi. Starting today, everybody's from Darien. In goal, number 1, Hope Shudao, captain. Number 2, Anavan Cano. Number 3, Annabelle Adams. Number 4, Captain Kelly Holmes. Number 6, Sophie Haas. Number 10, Captain Sadie Stafford. Number 13, Lyle Brown. Number 16, Isabel Alini. Number 19, Brinley Bruman. Number 20, Kat Reynolds. Number 31, Lexi Ganella. And number 85, Captain Maggie Bellissimo. I ask everyone to please rise to honor America with the playing of our national anthem, and I remind the gentlemen to please remove your hats. I'm sorry, we have the Tutor Singers, big treat. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Give it up for the Tutor Singers.
Beautiful rendition there by the Tutor Singers of Darien High School as we get ready to start this matchup here at the DHS Stadium Field.
Good luck, ladies. On the draw, Sadie Stafford and Luca Mastrandrea.
Draw still out, and Darienne's going to win the possession on that one. Ball goes now over to Adams. Adams now going to swing it over to Kaminsky. Now to Reynolds at X. Darien continuing to swing around, taking their time here. As Adams will take it again. Moves it over to Stafford. Moves it back around to looks like Holmes. Adams moves, looked inside for a goal. Now back over to Stafford. Stafford's going to try to make a move, has a little look. Going to pass it back out at X. Stafford now with it, trying to make a move towards goal again. Going to dump it off to Holmes. Holmes now brings it back up top to Von Kennel. Von Kennel shoots. Saved.
Saved by Racky.
It's number 20, Eleanor Racky, in goal for the Ascenders, as now Stafford will take it. Stafford's going to make a move. Still moving, now shot. That one looks like it goes off the post. Adams going to rebound it. And now it's going to be a free position here for the Blue Wave,
Free position, Darien.
as Adams will take this one. Adams goes in, shoots, and she scores. Annabelle Adams with the goal, and an early lead here for the Blue Wave. Blue Wave are a team who definitely know how to take advantage of those free positions. Blue Wave still feeling their momentum off of that big win over Manhasset earlier in the week. As IMG will definitely need to look to make some adjustments after their loss to New Canaan 17-4. Just never really got the offense going in that one. And starting on the back foot here, just less than 2 minutes into this game. As here comes the draw. Still out, this one will go to the Ascenders. Mishandled, and that one's going to be a turnover in favor of the Blue Wave, as now Reynolds will bring it across the 50. She's looking still. She's going to take it all the way to herself at X. Going to give it to Holmes. Holmes looking inside for cutters. Going to pass it up, back up top to Stafford. Stafford over to Adams. Brings it back to Reynolds. To Stafford now. Back to Stafford. She's going to shoot, and that one's going to be saved by Eleanor Racky. Oh. And that one's going to be another turnover going in favor of the Blue Wave, as Holmes will take it out. So now Adams will have it. Over to Kaminsky. Out wide to Holmes. Holmes going to bring it to Von Kennel. Now to Stafford. Stafford's going to try to have a move. Going to get blocked up. Adams still trying to get a handle on it. She does. Back at X. Now to Reynolds. Reynolds looking for a little move to the near post. Not going to happen, though. Now Holmes on the cut, and with the goal, Kelly Holmes. Extending the Blue Wave lead to 2 here. A nice look there from the Blue Wave offense. Nice cut by Holmes, and good pass inside to set that one up. Here comes the draw. That one's going to be flicked to the IMG offensive side, but that one's going to be taken by the Blue Wave, and they're going to call a penalty there against the Ascenders. So Blue Wave once again will hold possession. As Von Kennel's going to use her speed to take this one down. Gonna flick that one over to Stafford. Moves over to Walsh. Walsh now to Adams. Adams to Reynolds. That one's gonna get swung back out to Walsh. Stafford's gonna give it off. Now to Walsh. Walsh gonna have a move towards the goal. Gonna pass it off. Now to Adams. Adams gonna try to have something. It's not gonna be there. The center defense holding strong so far in this possession. Stafford, little spin, still with it. Forced to give it out. Now they're going to swing it back up top to Von Kennel. So Blue Wave tries to set another opportunity up. Now to Holmes. Holmes to Reynolds. Walsh now with it to Adams. Adams going to have another go at it. Flicks it over, and that one nearly shot by Kaminsky, but just couldn't quite get a handle on it. And so now the Ascenders are going to have what looks like a more lengthy possession here, as they're going to cross midfield and move it in. Taking it down. Nice pass inside. Shot. That one's going to bounce over the goal. Back into play. Shot looked like it was taken by Aubrey Robbins. Now Santos will have it. Pass back over to Robbins. Robbins going to make a move towards the goal. She's going to be dispossessed, and that one's going to be picked up by the Blue Wave. Moncano now moving, and she's going to get the ball knocked out of her stick, but that one's going to go through the IMG defense. Adams now has a one-on-one shot. Goal!
Darien goal, Annabelle Adams.
So Adams will find the net. And we'll put the Blue Wave up 3-0, just over halfway through this first quarter. IMG still looking to win a draw here. Not going to get it that time, as Bellissimo will take it. He's going to give it off to Holmes. Holmes going to get out wide. Up to Stafford. Now swung across to Hapgood. Hapgood gives it back to Moncano, who then moves it back to Stafford. Stafford to Hapgood. I want to give him back up top to Adams. Blue Wave not looking to force too much here. Reynolds going to take it. Now she might have a go at it. She's going to back out. Give it back up to Stafford. Stafford now moves inside. And that one's the whistle blown. So it looks like it'll be a free position here for the Blue Wave. Already 1 for 1 on free positions. And now Stafford will take it. Stafford with the shot and the goal.
Goal, Stafford.
And that'll add another one to the Blue Waves tally, bringing it to 4-0.
Pamela Piconi takes the field, number 17. Cat ran on the draw for Darien.
So now Ren subs on to take the draw. This draw going to go to IMG. Taking it down as they look to now set up their offense. Pass back out at X. Swung around, Kit now has it. Kit going to take her time. Kit's going to make a move towards the goal. Has a look in. Nice shot over the shoulder. And she's going to help find the Ascenders' first goal of the day. Now it's going to bring this one to a 4-1.
Brooke Henderson scores for the Ascenders. Ren and Master Andrea once again on the draw.
So now back up at the draw. This one going to be flicked towards the IMG side. Still fighting for it. And they're going to call violation against the Ascender, so the Blue Wave will take it. Gonna give it to Shadell. That one gonna be mishandled, but Darien saved by a foul. So they'll regain possession. As now Reynolds has it. Pass it back out to Haas. And once again, another foul against IMG. This time Darien gonna get it over the restraining line. As Kaminsky will now take it at X. Passes it out wide to Holmes. Back up top to Hapgood. Inside is Van Kennel, and that one's going to be saved by Racky. So now MG with a chance. They're going to try to bring it up here. Here comes Robbins. Robbins trying to go all the way. She's going to give it off, and that one's going to be turned over.
Great play by Sophie Haas.
Sophie Haas with the interception. And that one going to be a foul on the Blue Wave. IMG with the chance here as Kit takes it down. Kit now finds a teammate inside. Shot, goal. Number 12, Bryn Bushnell. As now that Blue Wave lead will be cut in half from being 4-0 at one point to now 4-2.
Goal scored by Bryn Bushnell, and correction on the first goal, it was not 17, it was 13, which is Ava Kidd.
So once again, a draw will be taken here. Ball still loose. The center's going to get on top of that one. Moving with pace. Towards the goal. Shot saved by Shudell. This one's still loose. And this one's going to dribble out and still be an IMG Academy ball. So now Kit will take it. She waits for her offense to get set up. Now over to Robbins. Robbins at X, trying to make a move. And that one, that pass for Robbins is blocked, but she's going to get right back on top of it. And it's still going to be in the center's ball. So now Kit will take it at X. Kit trying to make a move, find some cutters. Gives it off. Passed inside and just couldn't quite get the handle on it. And that one's going to be turned right back over by the Blue Wave. And now the ball's loose again. And Bellissimo fouled as she was going for the ground ball. So now Bellissimo will push it up. Another foul on the Ascenders, and so it'll stay Blue Wave ball. And that one's going to end the first quarter. Blue Wave 4, IMG Academy 2. And we'll be right back here on the DAF Media Network. And as both teams break their respective huddles, we get ready to start second quarter action here on the DAF Media Network. I want to thank you for joining us today. As Master Andrea gets ready to take on for IMG on the draw. This one going to be flicked towards the Blue Wave side. So now IMG will have it. Kit takes it. This one going to be swung over. IMG looking to run their offense here. This one's going to be put back up top. So back up with Kit. Kit looking, now she's going to give it off. Inside, and then that one's going to be dispossessed. Taylor Santos trying to make a move towards goal. So now Holmes will take it, and she will be fouled. She tries to go quickly, and that one's going to be a turnover in favor of the Ascenders. So now this one will be taken up. Now up top, IMG will reset their offense. Santos going to give that one off. Back up top to Robbins. Swung back around, nearly intercepted there. Has moved towards goal, and she's going to be dispossessed. And that one's going to be a foul against the Ascender. So Blue Wave ball, as they like to get their offense going here in the second quarter. So here comes Kennel down the field using her speed. She's got cutters. Out to Holmes. Holmes wide open in front of goal, and that one's just going to go wide left on the shot, but it's going to stay Blue Wave ball. That's now given back to Van Kennel, who then gets it to Stafford. Out to Walsh, to Holmes. Holmes now trying to make a move. Pass it back at X. Now to Walsh. Swung back up top to Stafford. Stafford going to take it. Von Kennel now with it. Here comes Kaminsky. Kaminsky trying to make a move towards goal. And that one is going to be called a foul against the Ascenders.
Kaminsky with the free position.
So now Kaminsky will take this free position. Shot saved.
Nice save by Rocky.
Ball still loose. Looks like Bicorni nearly had it there, as that ball is now going to be recovered by the Ascenders. So now here comes IMG. One's been given as they fight to make their way back up to the top. Here comes Santos making the run all the way towards goal, and that one's going to be saved by Shudell.
Save Shudell.
Santos with a nice run through contact, but unable to finish. That one now given to Haas. And Stafford will now take it across midfield, pass it up to Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got some space. Pass it over. Not handled cleanly, so now it's going to be given back up top to Von Kennel. Now swung over to Hapgood. Hapgood back to Von Kennel. As you can hear the wind start to pick up here. Stafford out wide. Now back up top to Kaminsky. Now back at X. Give it inside. Stafford tries to make a move towards goal. Denied though. Stafford once again trying to make another move. Gives it back up out top. Moving in towards goal. Shot, goal! Number 21, Lily Davenport with the score. And so Darien will strike first here in the second quarter as they're going to extend their lead back out to 3. Napacorny will come in to take the draw.
Napacorny taking a draw for Darien.
This one going to be flicked over towards the Darien goal, and that one's going to be a foul. Snap Corny will take it at midfield. Passes out wide to Holmes. Now Adams has it. She's gonna stay with it. Now back at X. Holmes now looking. That ball's not gonna be handled by Adams. And so IMG will get back on it. And so that's going to be a timeout by the Blue Wave.
My mistake. IMG called the timeout.
And so we will step aside here on the DAF Media Network, joint venture between the Darien Foundation, the Darien Athletic Foundation. Thank you for watching. We'll be right back after this timeout. And so after that IMG timeout, second quarter action will resume. And after 6 goals in the first quarter, only 1 here after about half of the second quarter played. The lone goal scored by Lily Davenport for the Blue Wave. Now IMG will have possession, as they're going to be pressured high. Senators managed to escape the pressure, now bring it towards their goal. So now Kit will have it at X. Looking for cutters inside. Makes a move, trying to wrap around the goal, and that one's going to score. And a nice shifty, quick move there by number 13, Ava Kit, as she brings her total on the day to 2.
IMG goal, Ava Kit.
And so now both teams back on the draw. And IMG's got to come out with that one. Master Andrea now has it. She's going to give it off. This one's going to swing back up top to Robbins. Now swung around. Now to Kit. Kit moves it off wide, now back to her. Now taken at X to Robbins. Robbins looking inside, dumps it off. Now back up top. You're looking for opportunity, and that one's going to be a miscue and turned over by the Ascenders. So the Blue Wave will take it across midfield. Anna Von Kennel taking it all the way herself. Will she shoot? No. Now taking at X. Over to Holmes. Now back up top. Swing out to Stafford. Stafford waiting for her offense to get set up. And that one's going to be a timeout for the Blue Wave.
Timeout, Darien.
So we're going to step aside here on the DAF Media Network joint venture between Darien Foundation and Darien Athletic Foundation. We'll return after the timeout. So now out of the timeout, just under 3 minutes to go. This one given to Holmes out wide. Holmes looking inside. Now to Stafford. Now given back to Holmes. Holmes looking in. And that one's going to be a foul. And so Darien will earn the free position here. Annabelle Adams will take it. This will be her second free position of the day, scored off the first one. Adams with it. Now shoots, and that one's going to be saved by Racky. So Darien still a man up after that penalty against the Blue Wave, against the Senders. So now IMG will move with pace. Shot. That one's going to be missed, but will stay on this end. Now passed up top. Robbins going to give it off. Back to Robbins. Taken by Master and Drea. Now to Santos. Santos looking inside, trying to make a move, and she will be dispossessed. As Ruman will try to take it, looking for a teammate to pass it back out to. She'll find her goalie, Hope Shudell. Now to Holmes. Holmes looking upfield. Weaves through defenders. Now gives it to Von Kennel. Von Kennel's going to make a quick move towards the goal. And now she will shoot and score. Holmes to Von Kennel. A 60-yard play. And with 1 minute remaining in the half, the Blue Wave will take a 6-3 lead. As Anna Von Kennel will find her second of the day. That'll be Corny against Master and Drea. This one flicked over and handled by the Blue Wave. Lissimo with it. Now to Holmes. Holmes going to be stopped up. And now here comes Stafford. Stafford looking towards goal. Thinks better of it as now she gets slightly dispossessed there, but going to hang on to it. So now Von Kennel will take it. Kennel out to Adams. Adams now over to Davenport. Back out to Adams. To Holmes. Holmes makes a nice move. Gives it back out to Stafford. Stafford shoots. That one's going to be deflected. Taken now by Davenport. To Holmes. And that one's going to be a penalty. So it'll be a free position for Holmes here. So now Holmes takes it. Shot, and she's going to score. Number 4, senior captain Kelly Holmes finds her second of the day and extends the Blue Waves lead to 7-3. So not much time left off the draw here, as that will do it for your first half of play. Blue Wave 7, the IMG Academy Ascenders with only 3. And we will return to you for second half action on the DAF Media Network right after this.
Celebrating and supporting Darien athletes. That is a simple mission of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Broadcasting live from the field, DAF Media covers 125 games a year. All Darien teams, our youth, in our town, on our fields. Fields like the Center Oval and Upper Oval turfs, the JV softball field, and Stadium East, the longest turf in New England. All made possible by the Darien Athletic Foundation and its generous founders and donors. The Darien Athletic Foundation is not just committed to building our town's athletic infrastructure, it's improving the civic infrastructure for everyone to enjoy. The multimedia scoreboard, the snack bar pavilion, and the stadium lights, a $750,000 investment that makes Darien High School just the second school in Connecticut with LED lights. The Darien Athletic Foundation board is made up of local parents who know just how quickly it goes by. Its archives of more than 60,000 photos capture those precious moments of our young athletes as they strive to be their very best. The Darien Athletic Foundation has raised almost $9.5 million for our town and its kids, and it's not stopping there, as it continues to build a legacy for our youth as bright as their future, both on and off the field.
In 2008, a group of 4 women came together to create a playground by the beach for kids to have fun.
We thought it would be great to have a playground at the beach. We live in a community that's on the water, and it would be really fun to be able to appreciate that.
There was a playground here originally, but it was in the backwoods and there were mosquitoes. It was very, very unappealing and no one wanted to go there. Building and designing and fundraising the playground definitely took a good amount of time.
We had to fund it. It was $250,000. We had an estimate given to us. We had to fundraise for that amount of money, and we started out with different ways of doing that.
One of my good friends did PR, one did the graphic design. I ended up being in charge of selling all of the bricks. We had someone doing the playground design, and we were all moms who were mothers of preschoolers who had just left the workforce.
We approached a lot of different big companies, and they said they couldn't fund us. We weren't really reaching the amount that we needed to reach. We decided to go ahead and ask the Darien Foundation for a large donation to kind of kickstart the campaign.
The Darien Foundation wanted us to expand the project a little bit because they felt like the playground was really only for the 2 to 6-year-olds. Once the Darien Foundation agreed to pledge money, the town agreed that we could put swings in.
When other people heard that we had gotten money from the Darien Foundation, they were able to say, well, this is going to happen. This idea is actually going to come to fruition. So there's more families decide to buy bricks because they knew that this playground was really going to happen. It wasn't just some pipe dream of 19 moms.
But one of the great aspects of the playground as we designed it was that we had it open to the beach because the kids love running back and forth to the water and then back to the playground.
One of my favorite parts of the playground is that it's in the shape of the nautical theme with the ship and the lighthouse, given that it's on the beach.
It's because of the playground that the parents come and really take the time and enjoy, have their coffee, and watch their kids grow up and have fun.
Playground by the Sound has been an important part of the community for 10 years. During our 3rd annual Weed Beach Fest this June, we made the playground kind of a center point of the actual event. In honor of the 10th birthday of the Playground by the Sound, the Darien Foundation hosted our Kids Cove, and for the first time we were able to offer it open and free to the public for over 400 kids to enjoy, and we are so thankful for the Darien Foundation.
The Playground by the Sound grant had a big impact on the Darien Foundation in 2 ways. Number one, it was our first, or one of our first, big capital grants, and we were really excited to partner with the 4 moms that brought the project to us here at Weed Beach. The second thing is, it got people to feel in town that they could come to us and make presentations and bring their good ideas.
Welcome back to the second half action here at the DHS Stadium Field. Before we start, just like to give a quick shout out to today's crew: Thomas Airbar, Owen Craig, and Harrison Diltz, bringing you the sights and sounds of today's matchup between the IMG Ascenders and the Darien Blue Wave. Once again, you're watching today's game on the DAF Media Network, joint venture between the Darien Foundation, the Darien Athletic Foundation. Your score is 7-3 here as we get ready to start the second half. Corney will be taking the draw on the Blue Wave side, and looks like Master Andrea is walking out to take it for IMG.
Master Andrea starting off the second half.
So now off the draw, ball is loose, and the centers are going to take it now. Santos with it. Santos to Kit. Kit to Vandenberg. Vandenberg now going to take it herself at top. It's going to be swung across to Robbins. Robbins going to pass that one back over. Now sent back over to Kit. Kit to Santos. Now Vandenberg out top. She's going to give it off to Master Andrea. Back to Vandenberg. Now over to Santos. Santos going to try to make a move towards goal. It's not going to be there. She's going to give it to Kit. Kit's going to be moved out wide. Now makes a move towards X. Finds Santos. Back over to Kit, and that one's going to be a miscue there between Kit and Santos, and it's going to be a turnover in favor of the Blue Wave. So now Stafford will take it. Heaves it up to Walsh. Walsh now with it. And that shot's going to go wide as there was a whistle behind. So now Adams will take it. Swung over to Von Kennel. Von Kennel gives it off. Now shot, and that one's going to be scored. Hope Hapgood with the goal, as she finds her first of the day and brings the Darien lead to 8-3.
Darien goal, Hope Hapgood.
And so Picorni will now retake the field to take the draw for the Blue Wave. This one going to be won by the Blue Wave as Stafford gives it off to Van Cannel. Van Cannel now passes out wide to Adams. Adams gives it to Holmes at X. Now over to Walsh. Back out top to Stafford. Now Von Kennel with it. She's going to try to make a move inside. She's going to give it back out to Adams at X. Adams tries to swing around the goal, and she will be fouled. And so that'll be another free position for Annabelle Adams. 1 for 2 on the day off free positions.
Free position, Annabelle Adams.
Adam takes. She's going to pass it off. Didn't quite have the angle there. Now Picorni will take it over to Walsh. Back up top to Picorni. Now Von Kennel. This one swung back around to Adams at X. Now Walsh going to have it. Gives to Picorni. Picorni. Now back up to Picorni. Picorni looking inside. Looking to try to take it herself, and she shoots and scores. And she's going to find her first of the day, as Darien now brings their tally to 9. So after the goal, Picorni will come and take this draw. Snap the draw. And that's going to be a violation against the Blue Wave. So IMG will have it. Kit's going to take it, moving fast. Now she's going to be patient. Gives it to Robbins. Robbins now with it, finds Vandenberg inside. Vandenberg shoots. And that one's gonna be deflected out. And so now Vrooman will have it. Gives it to Adams. Adams will now take it herself. Looking for help. She finds Walsh. Walsh gonna send it to Von Kennel. Kennel's gonna wrap it around to Holmes. Now it's McCorney. McCorney's gonna take it herself to X. Blue Wave looking to set something up here. Now Holmes has it. Now to Walsh. Walsh gives it to Stafford. Stafford with it now. And she's going to be dispossessed. Ball still loose. And that one's going to be a foul against the Blue Wave and turnover in favor of the Ascenders. As this one's going to be passed up top, mishandled, and now it's going to be a Blue Wave possession. As Vrooman will now pass it out wide. Nearly mishandled. As it goes back to Vrooman. Now Hapgood has it, going to give it to Walsh. Walsh going to try to move herself. She'll be fouled. Play goes on though. So this one's going to be given to Holmes out wide. Holmes to Walsh. Now over to Stafford. Stafford's going to take it herself at X. Looks inside. Von Kennel couldn't quite get a handle on that one. So now it goes back to Holmes. Holmes looking. Thinks better of it. Going to give it to Stafford. Stafford now maybe tries to make a move. Going to pass it back out to Hapgood. Now out over to Adams. Excuse me, Von Kennel. Now to Holmes. And that one's going to be a free position earned for the Blue Wave. Kelly Holmes will take it. Yeah, it looks like that one's going to be a violation against the Blue Wave. So IMG will regain possession, as they're going to move with some pace. Given out at X. Now swung back around. Kit has it. She shoots. And that one's going to go wide. As Kit goes down in the process. But she'll get up and earn her team a free position. Shoots, and she's going to score. As Ava Kit is going to find her third of the day and earn herself a hat trick. As IMG will have 4, but still down 5 as Darien has 9.
Ava Kit scores once again.
So Master and Andrea McCorney will meet again at the draw circle. This one going to be flicked out and handled by Bellissimo. Blue Wave going to try to clear it. Now pass over to Holmes. Holmes now going to take it herself out wide. Still moving with it. Now she's going to give it off to Walsh, and Walsh has a shot that's just going to bounce over the goal. So now Von Kennel has it. Now Adams finds Holmes inside. Holmes unable to handle it. And that was going to be shot inside. And that was going to be a goal for the Blue Wave. Hope Hapgood finds the back of the net for her second of the day. And so after the Blue Wave goal, that brings their tally to 10. Draw is taken. And Corney is going to be fouled on the play. So now Walsh will handle it. Walsh finds Davenport down the side. Davenport moves it across the field to Bellissimo. Bellissimo can't quite get on the end of that one, and that one's going to roll out of bounds and be a turnover in favor of the Ascenders. So now Robbins will have it. Robbins hands it off. Now it gets over to Kit. Now back at X. Now swung back up at top. Robbins under pressure, finds Kit. Now back to Robbins. Now moved over. Back up top. Pass inside, shot, score. Number 15, Thea Somer with the goal.
With the goal, number 5.
So Master Andrea and Bicorni will take it back out on the draw. This one's going to be still loose. And now won by the Ascenders. Now given to Robbins. Robbins going to find teammate inside. And that one's going to be broken up by the Darien defense as Shudel's going to have it. And that one's going to roll out for a turnover, as Kit will now take it. Now to Master Andrea, now to Robbins. Back out to Kit. And that one's going to be a foul. That's number 24, Kat Wren. Now Robbins will take it again. Gonna give it back to Kit. And that one not gonna be handled by the Ascenders. It's gonna be another turnover. So Blue Wave will try to move with pace as Von Kennel uses her speed to get down the field. Passes it out over to Adams, and Adams can't quite get on the end of that one. So it'll stay with the Ascenders here as they look to move it back down the field. And with that possession, that'll bring the third quarter to an end. Your Blue Wave 5, IMG Academy, Darien with 10, IMG Academy with 5. And you're watching this game on the DAF Media Network, joint venture between the Darien Foundation, Darien Athletic Foundation, and we'll step aside and bring you fourth quarter action after this break. And so now both teams take the field for the final quarter in this matchup between IMG Academy and the Darien Blue Wave. Once again, big thank you to our crew today, Thomas Airbar, Owen Craig, and Harrison Diltz. I'm Thomas Ponte. As we get ready for the draw that'll start off this fourth quarter. And so McCorney will come out with that one, slips. And that one will stay with the Blue Wave though. As now Darien's gonna move it out wide. Now to Holmes at X. Holmes to Davenport. Now swung back up top to Stafford. Now Von Kennel will take it. She gives it to Hapgood. Now to Stafford. Stafford has a look inside. Got to give it to Von Kennel. Von Kennel now going to try to move inside. And that one's going to be a foul against the Ascenders. And we'll set up Von Kennel with the free position. Von Kennel towards goal. She's going to be dispossessed. So now the Ascenders will take it. Passes it out wide to Santos. Santos has it. Now back at X. Swung over to Atkin. Atkin tries to find teammate inside. Picked up by Robbins. Robbins towards goal. She's going to be dispossessed. So now Vrooman will take it off the turnover. She's going to give it off. And that's going to be a foul against the Ascender, so we'll stay with the Blue Wave. And so now move down, but that one's going to go over the head of Walsh. Holmes going to recover and give it back to Walsh. Now Stafford. Over to Hapgood. Back out to Stafford. Stafford looking inside. Davenport with it now. Swung back out up top to Von Kennel. Now to Stafford. Stafford's going to try to make a move. Shot. That one's going to be wide. That one kept in by Morgan Height. And now taken up top by Von Kennel. Stafford looks inside to Holmes. That one pass is not going to be handled, and it's going to be going in the direction of IMG Academy. IMG trying to pass down the center. And Sophie Haas is going to get on the end of that one and break it up. Haas tries to find Height. And that one's going to be Blue Wave ball, as looks like Height managed to get it off of an IMG defender. And she's going to give it back to Walsh, who then swings it over. Now it's to Holmes. Holmes to Von Kennel. Now swung back to Hapgood. Hapgood back to Von Kennel. Looking inside, here comes Kelly Holmes. Holmes trying to make a move. Here's the shot, goal. Kelly Holmes, senior captain, will find her third on the day and complete the hat trick for herself. As the Blue Wave will extend their lead from 5 to 6 as they take an 11-5. And so Picorni and Mastrandrea will take it for the draw. So now off the draw, Robbins will take it, finds Santos. Santos gonna have a look herself, gets denied. And that one is going to be a turnover. Now to Walsh. Walsh to Holmes. Blue Wave looking to move with pace as Hapgood has it. It's a 2-on-3 as Hapgood goes towards the goal. Gives it over to Adams. Or excuse me, that was Height. So now Stafford has it. Davenport now. Swung back up top. Hapgood with it. Now Von Kennel. Von Kennel passes it to Walsh. Walsh makes a move towards the goal. She shoots and scores. Katie Walsh finds her first of the day. And that'll bring this Darien lead to 12-5. And so with just over 7 minutes to go, Darien, that's another goal to what has been a commanding performance by the Blue Wave. So now have to draw. Stafford will take it for the Blue Wave. Pass back, and that one's going to be mishandled. Pressure by Robbins. Blue Wave going to keep with it. Now passed out wide up the sideline. Walsh with it now. To Holmes. Now inside, and that's going to be Hapgood with the goal. Quick 1-2-3 passing for the Blue Wave. And so Hapgood's going to find a hat trick of her own and bring Darien's total to 13. Now the draw's in play. Still loose. Stafford once again will take it. Finds Bellissimo. Bellissimo gives it off to Von Kennel. Now taken by Walsh. Now Hapgood's going to handle it up at top. Walsh inside, Walsh looking. She's going to give it off. Swung around to Von Kennel, and that one's going to be mishandled. So now Darien applying heavy pressure. Now Vandenberg will pass it off. And continuing to fight through contact. The ball now taken by Kit. Kit wrapping around towards X. Now at X. Looking for teammates up the middle. Finds one, and that one's going to be sent over the goal by Vandenberg, but will stay with the Ascenders. And Kit tries to do a quick pass inside off the possession, and this one will stay with the Ascenders. And so now the shot clock will expire. And so now Stafford will take it to Hapgood. Now to Walsh. Walsh going to try take it inside herself. She's going to be dispossessed on her way to the goal. As Picorni will continue to fight for it. She's going to win it. And that one's going to be a foul against the Ascenders. So now Comiskey gives it off. to Reynolds. Now Hapgood has it over to Walsh. Out wide. Now Reynolds with it. She'll give it off. Now to Comiskey. Now to Reynolds, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. And so now here comes Robbins with pace. Robbins going to give it off. Shot, and that one's going to be saved by Elizabeth Ganella, who came in this fourth quarter for Hope Shudell. But it'll be a penalty on the Blue Wave, so free position here. Now looks like the ref's going to change the call, and it's going to go back to the Blue Wave. Scanella finds a teammate. So Blue Wave will look to push this one up the field. Hapgood with it now. Hapgood going to try to take it inside herself as she goes down. No call on the play. So now IMG will look to take it up. Robbins with it. And that one's going to be just over the head of Kit. So ball's going to be loose. Robbins will recover. Now to Vandenberg. Vandenberg had to look up the middle. She's going to get it knocked out of her stick, and that one's going to be a turnover. And Bellissimo is going to get on the end of that one. Now Comiskey with it. Comiskey just out of reach of Walsh. And so it'll be another turnover in favor of the Ascenders. So here comes IMG. So now Vandenberg will be fouled, and now we'll take it. And that will conclude our game here today. Your final score, Darien 13, IMG Academy 5. So we want to thank you for joining us alongside here on the DAF Media Network. Joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. And we want to give one last final thank you to the crew today. Thomas Airbar on camera, Harrison Diltz on camera, Owen Craig on directing and graphics. I'm Thomas Fonte, and once again, thank you for watching today's broadcast. And a big shout out to our advisor, Damon Andrew, as always. And hope everyone has a good night.
Are you enjoying this broadcast? If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network, please help support us with a donation. DAF Media is committed to education and broadcast excellence. Your support allows us to keep bringing you high-quality community programming while giving our student volunteer broadcasters hands-on STEM experiential learning of all parts of computer networking and video production. Your donations help pay for equipment, insurance, transportation, and our award-winning advisor, and make these broadcasts possible. To donate, You can scan the Venmo QR code shown here or visit our website at dafmedia.org/donate. The link to donate is also in the description of this YouTube video. For those of you who prefer a more traditional approach, checks can be made payable to DAF Media and mailed to the address shown here. Any donation of $1,000 or more will be recognized as sponsors of our broadcasts for 1 year. Feel free to pause the broadcast to write this down. Thanks for watching and supporting DAF Media.